I don't like to talk in a way that seems like I'm insulting anybody's intelligence. I don't like to talk down to people, and I'm going to take the risk of sounding patronizing or condescending. But here with what I'm about to say, but just know that is not my intention. My intention is rather just to be direct, because this is something that people need to instantly see and instantly reject. This is a logical fallacy that is sprung up again and again and again, and it takes the form of what's known as presentism. Presentism is believing that what is normative for the present, for the current time period, for the current year, uh, if you will, it is eternally normative. In other words, the arbitrary things that people decide, are kosher, so to say, today, um, are things that one should take seriously, because they, well, for whatever reason, it's not really that clear why, except just to get along, I guess. Just to avoid drama or conflict, or to fit in, or not be categorized as something bad. Um, so whenever you see some kind of article, and the basis of the article is something like uh, you know movies that didn't age well, or songs that didn't age well, or this or that, boy, that didn't age well. I would say that a good amount of the time, what you're going to see is, ooh, this movie had this person do this, and we know now that that's sexist. Or ooh, this movie had this word in it, and we know now that you do not say that word. You do not say that word. um, or whatever, something along those lines. Now it's possible that the this movie didn't age well, or this song didn't age well, or whatever. It's possible that they could be talking about something that's not related to presentism. For example, if some movie predicted the future, and the future didn't turn out to be anything like the movie predicted it to be, then you could say, well, that didn't age well. Or if somebody makes a prediction, or uh, uh, makes some declaration of some kind, and it later turns out to be quite erroneous, and I don't know, maybe especially ironically hypocritical. Like, you might have somebody get praised for their good family values, and later they get exposed as being a creep of one kind or another. Then you could say that quote didn't age well, and that's not what I'm talking about is presentism. But anytime it's like, ooh, this is sexist, this is racist, this is homophobic, that didn't age well, then what are you really talking about? You're talking about applying current norms to works that were written, or filmed, or songs that were written several years ago. What's really quite disturbing is, it's one thing for people to look at something that was written in 1950 and say, boy, things were sure different then, which is a much better way of putting it than, boy, I'm sure glad, boy, this didn't age well, boy, this has all kinds of problematic material in it. This is very problematic. Um, uh, but now it's like stuff from 2009 is like, oh, you wouldn't be able to say that in 2023. You wouldn't have that. You wouldn't see that in a movie in 2023. Well, what are you really saying when you say that? Are you saying 2023 is so good? Or are you saying 2009 is much better for all of its flaws, much better than 2023, because you could still say these things back then that now are forbidden to say, and things that aren't bad to say but have just been deemed bad by whomever, whomever decides the current acceptable discourse, and what passes for taste. The taste makers, the taste shapers of the day, the nudgers, the nudge squads of the day. Did anybody ask you what's acceptable and what isn't? What's problematic and what isn't? Nobody asked me that. No poll was taken about whether or not this or that should be seen as acceptable in conversation, or in a movie, or in a song, or whatever. But somehow it's just like, oh well, that's just not done anymore. And again, anytime you hear, and this is where I hope I just don't sound hectoring and condescending, but I just want you to think presentist logical fallacy. Presentism, a logical fallacy. When you hear, that didn't age well. Ooh, that didn't age well. Ouch. What is it that they say? Yikes! 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 Or wow, just wow. That didn't age well. That's very problematic. All right. Presentism, logical fallacy. There you go.